All right. That hopefully might work a little bit better. My mic was actually turned off. Yeah, should be good. Okay. Yeah, that should be good on YouTube. Had a great morning again with CYMO. Awesome. Listen, I would love to see how you are. I would love to see how you're using CYMO. I wholeheartedly invite you to post your winners, screenshot of your winners, if you wouldn't mind, on our Discord channel. We've got a little sub channel on our Discord, so you can post your winners and tell us, how you used the CYMO to nail some of the trades you did. Totally up to you, but we'd welcome your screenshot, and we would love to celebrate your success there as well. And we collaborate, and we have a sharing of ideas there as well. The link to the Discord channel, I just updated it because the link apparently had expired on the feed. Yeah, what happened is the link had expired and people weren't able to join. But now that the link, I figured out how to make it so it never expires again. It's up on my, it's up on the link in my bio. So if you just go on the link in my bio and click on that, you'll see it there, and you're welcome to join. And we definitely discuss different things on that Discord group with everyone. It's an open Discord group, so everyone can join. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started because we've got quite a bit to cover today. Okay, very exciting markets today. So let's get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Alrighty, guys, fantastic. Another awesome day trading the Nasdaq 100 futures. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris. I'm the Algo trader, and welcome to our live session this fine Friday. We've got a market that's reacting sharply to a mix of influences today. You've had Nike's earnings fallout, the aftermath of last night's presidential debate, and this morning's economic reports are all stirring the pot. We're seeing some initial pops in the future market this morning, followed by a downturn, and typical of a Friday option expiration day. So we're going to break down these elements and explore how they're shaping today's trading landscape. So you guys read, I'm sure you did, what happened with Nike. So let's go ahead and start with Nike. It has taken a hit after a disappointing sales outlook, and it's dropped, I think, by 16 or 17% the last time I checked. Nasty drop, just like straight. This kind of movement in a heavyweight stock can send ripples through the market, affecting sentiment and positions. Then there's the political arena, of course. Last night's debate sparked talks of potential changes on the Democratic ticket, which, of course, is adding a lot of uncertainty. And on the economic front, you had personal income and spending reports showing some moderation in inflation, which has slightly eased Treasury yields, which has fostered some optimism about potential rate cuts. Okay, so in such volatile environments, our CYMO Pro indicators on the NinjaTrader platform are more crucial than ever. And so today we'll analyze the signals they've been generating amidst these crazy market swings, and we're going to focus on how they've navigated through such mixed signals. Okay, whether it's the broader indices or the mega cap stocks, understanding these indicators, guys, can significantly enhance your trading strategies. Okay, if you guys like this stream, please share it and give it likes. I'd love to have a goal of hitting 500 likes today, so just tap the screen and give it some love, guys, because trading's a lonely sport, and it's really nice to see appreciation for this stream. And if you like it, please share it, and let's create awareness as well for what we're doing on this channel. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right in to today's trading action on the Nasdaq 100 futures. Okay, now if you remember being on here yesterday, I told you guys to watch out for the presidential debate. Remember, I made that loud and clear. Make sure to watch it, because chances are there is going to be some type of movement in the futures market. Not advocating that you trade the futures on the presidential off the presidential debate, but to watch it and to watch the futures market to see what type of response the market would have. Well, call it like it is, guys. The futures market was giddy and was very happy to see the outcome of the debate, pointing to a potential Trump win in the November election. So the futures market responded accordingly. The market just completely shot up to the upside. Meaning S&P futures reaching their all-time highs in the overnight session. And then this morning we had a continuation of that with a pop in the market. Okay, the key question this morning was, would this enthusiasm hold throughout the day, or would it fizzle out at the open? Okay, that was the key question going into this market today. Is this rally going to sustain itself, or is it just going to do an about face and reverse? So let's see how this shook out this morning. Right at about, and I've got this here on the 15. This is the 15-minute chart right here. Okay, right at about 1600 yesterday. You had a crossing of the cyan line above the zero line. You had momentum going up right here. Okay. This is 9:45 this morning right here. This bar right here. Okay. This bar right here. Cyan was sort of way at the top. And let me just kind of move this a little bit closer so you guys could see it right here. Okay. Cyan was pretty close to the top, but nevertheless, it was still ripping to the upside, okay? Then, right about 10:15 in the morning, you had a crossing below the momentum line, okay? Momentum went into the upper threshold. Cyan crossed here on the 15-minute time frame right there, okay, guys? This type of cyclic crossing on a higher time frame typically denotes the end of a cycle. All right. This is not something you also would have rushed into to say, all right, excellent, cycle ended. I'm going to go ahead and take a reversal trade to the downside, because what we've noticed in the past is typically it takes a little bit of time for momentum to turn before price actually starts going down. So yeah, it's nice to have seen cycle dip below the zero line, but you definitely want momentum to turn in your favor, because if momentum continues going up, okay, or remains flat and just going straight, as we illustrated yesterday, chances are that this would have been a 2 to 3 bar pullback, and then it would have gone up. Okay, to avoid those type of trades, you want to make sure that momentum actually dips, that it actually loses steam to the upside. And right here, it took 1-2 bars for momentum to actually lose steam before it actually dipped to the downside. Okay, Once you see this dip to the downside, guys, you could jump in. That's a trade setup to go short right there, okay? Momentum loses steam to the upside. You already have cycle to the downside. Here you go. The next trade, okay? Down, 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 down. Now, stop and look at this, okay? This had a 3-bar reversal to the upside right there. Is that common when the market is trending down? Very common, okay? The market's just not going to go straight down forever. It's going to pause. You're going to have 2, 3, sometimes 4-bar reversals. Very, very common, okay? Not to like freak out right here, all right? This came all the way down, you know, didn't get you out in this 3, 4-bar reversal, and came all the way down, 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 down. And finally over here, when it crossed above the momentum line, this was at 12:45. That was the end to your downside right there, okay? And we're going to explore and examine how this shook out on the 4-minute right now. We're going to see the continuation of this trade as well. So let's continue, okay? Well, we haven't had too many bars in continuation of that right there. Yeah, this thing reverted to the upside right there. Momentum just kind of went flat right there, okay? This was not a strong setup to take this to the long side. You typically want to have momentum falling and cycle going up kind of right around the same bar for this to have been a long, a setup to go long, a strong setup to go long to the upside right there. Now momentum is finally kinking its head up. We'll see what happens with the market in the next moments, okay? What we're going to see right now, though, is what happened this morning on the 4-minute, which I think is going to be very insightful. All right. And today, guys, you had a lot of really good trading opportunities using the CYMO Pro. Okay, so this horizontal line represents the session break. Okay, and right here, okay, starting the new session at 9:34 in the morning on the 4-minute chart. Okay, what did we see? We saw that momentum was all the way up here. It was elevated, guys. And the beauty about this, okay, is that cycle had already bottomed out over here. So you had elevated momentum to the upside and cycle had already bottomed out. Remember the opening candle I just showed you on the 15-minute time frame, okay? Just remember what happened. Cycle had just crossed the 0 line to the upside. If you see that, and you see that cycle right here bottomed out and momentum is elevated, which way do you suppose that price is going to move right out of the gate? Can someone please type it in the comment box? Okay, guys, if momentum is elevated to the upside and a cycle just bottomed out right here, and you had a crossing of momentum, you had a crossing of cycle to the upside on the 15-minute, this is a trade setup to go long. This is as clear of a trade setup that you can possibly get right here to go long, to the upside, okay? You take this trade to the upside. This is a setup to go long right here. You go up, 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 and the moment that you see, okay, that momentum goes into the highway right here, okay, you're going to start counting your cyclic rotations. This is your first cyclic rotation. You're only counting cyclic rotations to the upside, okay? You're not doing like 1 and 2, okay? You're doing 1 cyclic rotation because price is moving up, okay? First cyclic rotation, okay? If you're a very conservative trader, you would have gotten out right here when this thing just crossed the zero line, okay? A little bit more aggressive trader would have said, all right, I'll wait for the second rotation to end the trend. Your second rotation would have been, wow, and this was like really super tight. Did I get this right? The first, second? No, you know what? I didn't. I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot that the first cyclic rotation actually started over here. I didn't go back further enough, okay? I saw the beginning of the day and I just took it, but no. The first cyclic rotation happened at the end right here, okay, where this began over here and this ended right here at about 16:14, which was yesterday afternoon, which is right when momentum went up right here. First cyclic rotation is right here. Second cyclic rotation was right here, okay? Right there, okay? Just to be accurate with what I am sharing with you guys, all right? Second cyclic rotation was right there. That was the end of it, okay? The end of that trade right there. And then for this downside move over here, okay? For this downside move right here, you had your first cyclic rotation where you had a little crossing right there, and this little crossing just went boom. There was no crossing here to the upside. This came down, first cyclic rotation to the downside, and then what did you have? You had momentum continuing to fall. So you have a second cyclic rotation before your cycle ends. This is the second one right here, okay? The end of the trend to the downside right there. And of course, you've had a little bit more downside movement in the course of the trading day today. But that's how I would have approached the trading this morning using the CYMO Pro on the 15-minute and 4-minute time frames today. Okay? Here's another one. Look, guys. Let me just go back because I think I probably missed this one, and you guys are definitely looking to see a little bit more on this on the 4-minute time frame. Here's another cyclic rotation right here. Okay? Cycle didn't exactly bottom out right here, but it came from an extreme over here where everything came down. The moment it kinks up, that's it. Okay, cycle lengths vary sometimes. Sometimes you'll go from one extreme all the way down here, but the moment it kinks up, that's it. You're done. You're done. Okay, with this trade. This was the upside swing right there with momentum following through. Right there, look at that. And that ended right there, okay? First swing right there. And then you had another potential opportunity right here with cycle being down. The moment momentum came down, look at this. Momentum comes down, cycle had already bottomed out and it was just right there, the second one. So today, guys, has been a very cyclic day. The markets are responding to a lot of information, especially from yesterday's presidential debate. The 15-minute has really been good today. This 4-minute has been spectacular at nailing opportunities throughout the trading session. I'm going to skip over this and put this on the 15-minute for now. Okay, so you can see where the cyclic rotation in price is. But you know, I'd love to hear from all of you on our Discord channel. You can join through the link in my bio. You can share your insights, your chart analysis, and even your winning trades from today on our Discord channel right there. And it's a great place to build on each other's knowledge and approaches. And so I invite you guys to join that channel. It's the link is in my bio. I actually fixed the link because the link had expired, so I just fixed it today. So you guys are welcome to join there and check that out. Okay? There's always like interesting things that are being posted on there. And don't forget, if you haven't yet, grab a free copy of my book, How to Lose Money Trading. It's packed with lessons that are crucial for today's market conditions. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Someone sent me an email asking if I can provide you guys the gamma expiration levels. I'm going to go ahead and give you those right now. And these are gamma expiration for 0 data expiration options that expire today, Friday, June 28th. If you want to grab a paper and make notes of these levels, I plot these on my my chart for the Qs, okay? But I can give you the levels, and you guys can plot them as well on your chart, okay? So I'll give you guys a few seconds to grab a pen and paper, and I will give you those levels so you can plot them on your chart, okay? Alrighty, guys. So here are the gamma expiration levels for June 28th as they relate to the QQQ symbol. All right. Your spot price today it's set at 481.61. Your call resistance, it's set at 480. Your put support is set at 475, and your high volume level for option open interest is set at 479. Based on all the information collected for the Qs for today, your 1-day expected minimum move is set at 477.09. Again, that's 477.09, and the 1-day maximum move is set at 486.13. All right. So if you guys want to plot that on a chart for the Qs, you're welcome. I typically plot those on my charts for the Qs because those are typically inflection points that you see in price. It's just nice to have. There's a whole school of thought behind that, and if you guys have actually looked that up and read into it, you'll know that it's pretty impressive in how it works. just notice this, guys, that there was really no strength to the swing to the upside right here. This was not a high probability. Here you go. This was not a high probability trade setup to go to the upside. Momentum was falling, but it had been falling like several bars before. You typically want momentum to kind of be falling right around here when cycle goes up for a high probability trade setup. So this ended up just being a bunch of noise right there, and that's how you would have spotted that on the 15-minute time frame. Okay. Right now the swing didn't go all the way up. It just kind of fizzled out and came back down. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a complete area of consolidation and noise for the next few bars right here, and especially given the fact that it's Friday. Thank you for joining, Mrs. Who's this? Samba Bab? Okay. All right. Yeah, thanks for the likes, guys, and the follows. I'm trying to get to 500 likes today on the channel, so just please give it some love. Tap your screen and share the video if you like the live stream. Okay. So what's going on the 7-minute? We will go ahead and examine this right here. There you go. Here's your 7-minute chart, okay, where you had a little reversal right here to the upside. This bad boy came all the way up. It stretched itself thin, and then look at this. Boom. You had that fall right there, okay? Just, I mean, it works every time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the love very much. Okay. If you ever see this on the 7-minute, you see this thing stretch all the way to the top, you better be careful, because you're going to get these nasty pullbacks to the downside right here. So that's one of the ways I manage risk. You know, I try to make sure that I'm cognizant of what's going on the 7-minute, as well as the 4-minute time frame right there. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys, as you trade. And how is this looking on the 4-minute? Well, we're dealing with a bunch of noise right there. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's your 4-minute chart right there, guys. You had cycle just pretty much top out right here. Momentum just boom came down. Cycle came down with price. Cycle came all the way down to the bottom threshold. And what do we know about cycle coming down to the bottom threshold? Okay, when this happens, you typically get some type of a bottom right there, and price again moving up. Yeah. Okay. For you guys who are new, thank you for being on board. Thank you for your support. Also, be sure to make the CYMO Pro your Saturday night date. Okay? Spend some time with it Saturday nights. If there are setups you're not sure of, send us a screenshot. We'll be more than happy to give you a second set of eyes to look at this. And study it, analyze it, fine-tune your approach. Every trader is different. Every trader is going to have a different approach to using the CYMO Pro indicators. But customize it to your style of trading. What I showcase here, guys, is the way I trade my account, and I've been doing this for a long time. But every trader's got their own edge, What works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for the next guy. So, fine-tune your edge, figure out what works for you. But I'm showing you right now the setups that I use, the process that I use, and you can just customize that to your own personality and style, and risk tolerance too. Let's not forget that, right? That's important. So, so here we are, guys. This cycle component just bottomed out from just having come down right there. And typically, you'll get a crossing right here, and you'll get some type of reversal to the upside, unless remember, unless momentum falls all the way to the threshold, then we're talking trend mode right there, and that's a completely different story, right? I tried using some trading bot I found online, but none worked as well as your sign was in me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the feedback. Glad it's working out. Yeah, the thing with trading bots, I've always mentioned to you guys, is that you don't really know what's underneath the hood. Like, you can't really tell what the signals are doing. So the CYMO Pro, some background on the CYMO, was originally a trading strategy that I had been using consistently, but in the form of a strategy on TradeStation. The problem with that is that a trading strategy is only going to give you your buy and sell entry points, and a lot of people get confused on where to enter, where to exit their trades, even though they get a clear-cut signal to go long or short. I see traders wait sometimes even after they get a buy signal to take a trade. A lot of times they want confirmation of something else that they're using. It's not really visual. A lot of times there's doubt in the mind of the trader when they're using a type of trading bot or some type of algorithmic strategy that fires buy and sell signals on a chart, okay? And a lot of the doubt stems from not understanding what's underneath the hood of that strategy. This is the representation of the trading strategy right here in its physical form, where you could actually see what's going on underneath the hood. You can see the interaction between both lines, what's happening with momentum, what's happening with cycle, at what thresholds is this thing turning, to give you the advanced clues that you need for you to exit your positions. Very difficult to do if you're only looking at a buy and sell signal on a chart on a strategy that you didn't create. It becomes very, very challenging. And over the years of being on a trade desk and watching traders, I can tell you that unless you design the strategy yourself, it's really hard to execute on those signals with 100% confidence. Okay? Very difficult to do. So with the CYMO, this is the physical representation, the physical manifestation of that trading strategy. You can actually see what's going on. You can see the interactions. You can see where it gets stretched to the extreme right here, and it's potentially going to turn back just the way it is right here. Okay, you can see where it's potentially going to come down, and so it makes a lot more intuitive sense to trade. Holy smoke, we just got over 1,000 likes. Thank you very much. This is really nice. Thank you, guys, very much appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Now, if you guys prefer for me to post these key levels for gamma expiration, I I can. I can post them on the Discord channel. I can post them there every morning if you'd like, and you guys could just go there and grab the levels and just plot them on your chart for the Qs. Okay. Now remember that the NinjaTrader platform is only for futures, so you would need to have like another account somewhere. And in my case, I have it with TradeStation. I've also got another account with Thinkorswim, and so you can use any other broker dealer that provides access to the Qs, and you can just plot them there. Okay. So I want to hear from you now, guys. What's your take on today's market? Any specific challenges or successes? Please type them up in the comment box so I can read them. So look what just happened right now, guys. Price retraced from this bottom channel right here all the way here, and you had a nice little swing with the cyan line all the way to the top right here, okay? And momentum is swinging between the thresholds, okay? Very likely this would have been your exit right here, the end. There's really not going to be a lot right there in terms of price continuing to move up at that point, okay? Also, another thing to note is that if you took note of the levels I just gave you a little while ago, you would have noticed that price had reverted back to the spot price of 481.61 on the Qs, okay? Which is exactly at this level right here, right there. That's 481.61 on the Qs, right there. And don't forget, guys, feel free to jump into our Discord channel. You can drop your questions and insights there, and we can make that a collaborative learning environment for you as well, right there. And it's free to access, okay? It's not like premium Discord or anything like that. It's free to anyone who's watching that might want to join the Discord. And the link to that is in the in my bio. Remember today also, guys, it is options expiration day that can lead to what we call the pinning effect, where prices are drawn towards strike prices with high open interest, okay? That's important to keep in mind. But what I'm really interested in right now is your take on today's market. And if you've had any specific challenges or successes that you'd like to share here on the live stream, just type them up here on the comment box, because I am reading them right now. The market's just going sideways, so I am paying attention. Yes, I'm on the 4-minute. BTD. I'm not sure what BTD means. I'm really bad with acronyms. Yeah, I'm on the 4-minute chart right here. Just watching the noise. And the reason I'm looking at this because there hasn't really been any anything on the 15-minute chart to indicate a directional trade. I'll buy more, Lord, please. Keep dipping. Okay, cool. Yeah, so look at this again. You bottomed out right here, and what happened? Price just went, it swung all the way up. The end. Right there, guys. The end. Whenever momentum is traveling, I call this the service road, okay? Whenever momentum is traveling along the service road right here, and you get these swings from one extreme to the other, these are typically your exit points right here. One here, another one here, and then you get price that pulls back. Yeah, actually, for you guys who are hoping this thing goes to zero, which I would hope to, you do have call resistance for 0-day expiration options at the 480 strike price on the Qs, okay? And I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I just made a note moving forward. I am going to make I am going to be posting these levels on the Discord channel in the morning, okay? And you guys could grab these levels from the Discord channel and plot them on your chart for the Qs, all right? So I'll go ahead and do that for you guys, so this way you don't have to wait for me to come on here and share them. But they're available online, but just in case you don't have to go somewhere else to get them, I'll just put them on Discord for you and just make it easy. Yeah, this market is just, you're in that afternoon PM session right now. You've had a market that has really had a lot of movement today. Let's go back and review, guys, because now I've got a few more people here, and we can review the session today, beginning with this morning. Okay, right here. All right. So, beginning this morning, right here. Okay. You had cycle go up, and remember, this is the exact same point where you had cycle bottoming out on the 4-minute time frame this morning, okay? Same exact level right there. So when you saw that on the 4-minute this morning, that was a very good indication that the market was going to open to the upside. Very important to know that, all right? And sure enough, you had a very decent move to the upside right there. Boom, 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 boom. And the moment cycle crossed below the momentum line right there, you were done, guys. That was the end of it. There was no more to the upside to hang on to. And that was a huge move right there. That could have been confirmed on the 4-minute time frame. Clean entry to the upside, okay? Then what happened? Price began to revert to the downside. Remember, the futures market last night, guys, got really happy right throughout the debate. Prices went up, almost hitting record highs again. And the question was, is this going to have follow through in the AM session, or what's going to happen? And here it is. You had follow through in the AM session. Price went up. Okay, great. The question then was, is price going to continue moving up, or is it going to reverse? And here it is. This is your reversal point. There's nothing else to look at right there. The end, okay? And it was nice to see cycle cross below zero right here, but that doesn't mean you go chasing after it, guys, because momentum could still stay elevated and flat, and if it does, then you're going to have a cyclic reversal to the upside that just kind of pulls back 3 bars, and then goes up. Okay? And that will catch you on the wrong side of the trade. So you want to wait for momentum to dip. Okay? And the moment momentum dips with cycle being down, okay, that's your entry to go short. Okay? Your short entry comes in right there, and the moment it crosses over momentum right there, that's the end of your short swing. Okay, and then after that, the market has just been like going sideways. Hey, thanks for the follow, Francisco. I appreciate it. So guys, I want to ask you something, okay? Based on what you're seeing right here, okay? I mean, this is, from this morning's session. How did the markets respond to the early data and news from last night's debate? And did the CYMO Pro indicators give you the edge you needed? So here we had one trade that was really good to the upside, and then we had another trade that began right here when momentum dipped that came all the way to the downside right here. Okay, and now we're in this like cyclic pattern where price is just going nowhere. It's just going sideways right there. And I'll go ahead and flip this over to the 4-minute because I know some of you guys are looking at this. If you want to see the full screen view of this, go to my YouTube channel because that's where you'll see the full screen view of what I am looking at today. Okay? And there we go, right there. Cool. So I got someone that says, that made a comment on my YouTube. Very talented trader, by the way. That says, I took along on the 15-minute when the cycle crossed momentum for a nice win. Good. Very, very, very good. And for those who are wondering, I've got the 15 minutes set at 13 today. All right, guys, I'm going to get my water bottle refilled again. Just hang tight. I'll be right with you in 2 minutes, okay? Alrighty guys, I am back. Did I miss any action? That's my favorite setting for the 15 minutes. I love it. 13, yeah. 13 is really good on days like today. What broker? This tool here is available on NinjaTrader. It's exclusive to NinjaTrader right here. That's what you're seeing right here. That's yeah. The last 5 days, I've noticed that a setting of 11 had worked really good on cyclic days. On days when I know that the market is probably going to run on me and there's going to be a lot of volatility and movement, a really balanced setting is 13. 13 works regardless. The last 5 days I've been using 11. Today I switched it to 13 simply because I saw the futures market react last night and I'm like, this is going to take off in the morning. And sure enough, it did take off to the upside. 54.28 on the SPX. These are the settings on the 15-minute. Those are settings on the 15-minute chart, not on the 4-minute. These are the indicator settings right here. That's what I'm referring to. A setting of 9 will typically get you a very responsive indicator. A setting of 11 filters out a little bit more of the noise. Setting of 9 is really balanced. It gives you a good signal to noise combination. Setting to 14 is a little slower. Setting to 16 is great for days that are just when the market trends and just goes one way in one direction. So the only settings I ever adjust are on the 15-minute time frame, depending on my read for the market for that specific day. So that's what I'm referring to there. So again, guys, I am going to make the levels I've got on the queues available for you on the Discord channel. So look out for those in the morning because I will be posting those Monday through Friday. Okay. So now it's your turn to weigh in, guys. Share your views, please, in the comments on today's market triggers or ask questions about the CYMO Pro indicators. I'm here to navigate you. Can you please also post your settings on Discord in the AM? I'll consider that. The thing with posting my settings on Discord is that my trading approach might be different to someone else's, and what's working for me on the 15-minute might not work for someone else who's got a different risk profile. So that's where it kind of gets a little muddy right there. If I come out of the chute and say, yeah, well, these settings are working good for me on the 15-minute, and they don't work for someone else, then that's a problem. I think each trader should analyze the market based on what they read in the morning brief and decide what setting they want to use to capture the swings that correspond to their risk profile. And that's where it kind of becomes a little bit challenging right there. I adjust these based on how I think the market is going to respond every single morning, and I think that's how traders should approach the adjustment of the indicator as well. So there's a lot of consideration that goes into that. It's just not kind of picking a number out of thin air, but every trader should do that on their own. That's why it gets a little bit complicated to put numbers out there. In the course of the trading day today, I will mention what the settings are, just because I get people asking a lot, what do you have it set to on the 15-minute time frame, just as a measure of them following along with what I am looking at. But I got guys that I have people that set this at 9, and that's perfect for them because they prefer a faster tuning to get out quick. Yesterday was a good example of that. For example, where a setting of 9 or 11 would have worked just equally good. So, and I had traders that used 9, and I had others that used 11, and yeah, they did good. So it's really up to the individual trader to actually post to select the tuning on that. So please weigh in your thoughts on today's triggers on the market, guys. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this market. Do you think that now we're at 3 p.m. Eastern time? Is this going to continue rotating sideways, or do you feel that this is going to reverse and go up? And what do you think triggered the morning sell-off after the run-up in price? I'd love to get your thoughts on that. We just had bar change on the 15-minute candle right now, and yeah, you have no. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this thing drops all the way to the 480 level, because volatility is still a little bit high. I think it's going to cycle. I believe it was cycling last Friday, this time as well. Yeah. Absolutely. It's Friday, option expiration, and it's also the 3 o'clock hour. Most of the trades that happened this morning happened already. If we get one more sell-off, I'm just looking at this chart thinking, man, if this drops to 480 on the Qs, that would be a nice win to the downside today. I don't see a setup for that to happen right now on the 15-minute time frame. Not on the 15-minute time frame or on the 7-minute. So it's totally in consolidation. This is all consolidation right here. Anyone else have wins today? Had a win at the 12:30 candle. Awesome. Congratulations on that. And then again, guys, here we go on that 7-minute time frame. Okay, you got this rotation right here going to the upside. You know, it's one of those. What happened to this chart? Oh man. Okay, now this chart ended up getting stuck on me right here. Jeez. Dang it. How do I move this thing? Funny. It got stuck. Okay. Got it. All right, let me stick this bad boy back where it was because I don't want to have it get stuck again on me right there. Sorry about that. Wow, if this thing hits 480, guys, this is going to be a nice little rotation to the downside. With cycle still falling right here. Okay? Cycle has not come all the way down. So I got a question here. Are you using a strategy? This is an indicator based that was converted over, that I converted over from a strategy into its physical form. So this is the physical indicator form of a strategy that I had been using. So this is what this is right here. Okay. And here we go. Look at this. Cycle just sunk in right there. Let's see where this goes right now, guys. And if you want to grab the indicator, you could, go to the link in my bio and get it and take it for a 7-day test drive. But it's only available on NinjaTrader. So did anybody else have wins in today's trading session? All right, guys, you know what we're going to do? Because we're already past 3 o'clock today, it's a Friday, let's review and analyze how today's events have shaped market movements with the CYMO Pro, okay? And we're going to revisit some key trades, these indicator signals, and to understand their outcomes and to learn from them, okay? We will go ahead and do that in just a second right here. Trying to watch something here in the process of trying to do everything. I'm watching this right now. Sorry. I was going to do that recap right now. I'll do that recap in just a second. I want to see this bottom out right here. Okay, right there. Okay, you got your crossing. Now what's interesting is right here at this intersect, if you see it, okay, pay very close attention, okay, because this thing might roll down to the 480 level in the Qs. And, you know, if it does, that would be awesome. But you have to pay attention to what's going on right here, okay? If momentum sinks and this thing goes into trend mode, you know, then you're looking at the cyclic rotations 1 and 2 before this actually extinguishes itself, okay? So keep an eye on this. Cool. Glad to hear that. Did you have results on the upside or the downside? And remember, guys, there's a call wall at the 480 level on the Qs. Nice. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. Would love to see a screenshot of that if you don't mind posting that on the Discord channel. And I've got Johnny on YouTube right now saying I took a scalp on 3 different accounts, all wins. That long right out of the gate. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Excellent. Yeah. So we've had a few people here today who have actually done good using the CYMO Pro. That's really cool. So like I've said before, guys, make it your Saturday night date. Instead of going out with the boys, spend a little time with the CYMO indicator and get to understand the nuances to help you get in and out of your positions, especially on the 4-minute as it relates to the 15-minute. It's not really difficult after you watch it for a while, a little bit, then you start learning which signals make sense. What I'm looking at right now, though, here is I'm trying to see if there's going to be a continuation of momentum to the downside with price just continuing its way down. So I'm very interested to see how that might shape out. Very, very slow move to the downside, very noisy move to the downside, but nonetheless, it is a move, right? You could tell that momentum is actually cruising along the 0.80 line right here. You can tell right here. It's at the 0.90. So did I say 0.80? I meant to say 0.90 line right there. So it's actually inside the green line going sideways right there. Okay? Not exactly in trend mode, but it is going down. Price is going down, but it's not exactly in trend mode. Trend mode would have been if momentum would have sunk all the way down and price would have accelerated to the downside. It's going sideways right here along with the green line. Okay? And we just had bar change as well on the 15-minute time frame. And there's been no crossing of the signals either. Thanks for the follows, guys. I really do appreciate it. Okay. And what we're looking at here is we're looking at momentum that fell but did not cross the threshold. It's actually going along with the threshold right here, and you had a crossing of the cyan to the upside. We were hoping that momentum would fall. At least I was hoping that momentum would fall below the threshold and we'd get more of a trend component to price, but it doesn't look like that is happening. And it's also Friday, guys. By now, all the institutional traders are gone. You've got the pinning effect in full swing. Generally, after 1 p.m. on Friday, you have an accelerated decay in the option pricing mechanism. So all you have left is time time decay. You have no intrinsic value left in the option at all. It's just time decay, and it accelerates after the 1 p.m. hour on Friday. So, you know, by now, the pinning effect is really, really pinned at this time. And all the movement just, happened in the AM and early afternoon, right about till about, I think, maybe 12:30, 1 p.m. And after 1 p.m., the market has just been, cycling and doing nothing really in chop mode. Just really noisy price action. Okay? So here we go. I mean, did we have a crossing to the downside right here to have kept price in continuation to the downside? No. Momentum actually just decided to cruise along the service road, and this was essentially the end of your trade right there. The end. There's nothing else right there. And right now, price will end up moving, guys, within the range of the 480 call wall and the 481.61 spot price on the Qs. So you'll see that type of rotation if you had these levels on the Qs. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What do you guys think of this move right here? Okay. It hit the bottom. Okay. It crossed over it right there. And of course, we were hoping to see a continuation to the downside by momentum. When that didn't happen, okay, this retracement here going above the zero line, Would any of you have expected price to have moved in a different direction right here? Or were you anticipating price to pop? Just this little quick pop right here. Friday afternoon, guys, 3:22 Eastern time. The market is going to get slow right now, and there really is nothing. There really is no setup right now that I would think is a strong setup to the downside. Even though you have rotations to the downside, there's just a lot of noise right now, based on what I'm looking at on the 15-minute time frame. And you guys who are watching this full view, you guys would know it right here. Okay, just momentum is it's flat. It's not going anywhere. So. One of the keys to being very successful at what you do is being able to manage your risk. And so, part of risk management is A, not getting excited, B, not getting emotional, and C, being strategic at which trades, you're going to take. Look at the chart. What's the trade structure like? Is it a clear indication that price is either going to move up or down, or is it fuzzy and gray and it's not making sense? If it's not making sense, chances are it's better to stay on the sidelines and wait till it makes sense. There's no loss in missing a pitch or two that might come your way, because the market will always be there to throw pitches at you for the next opportunity. Sometimes if you have doubts, stay on the sidelines and let the market shake out. And look, all we've seen right here is nothing but just, we've seen cyclic rotations from the upside right here and then back up right here. That's normal, okay? This is a great chart if you're going to be a scalper and you want to scalp the Nasdaq 100 futures. Perfect chart for that, okay? I prefer taking trade structure from the 15-minute chart, confirming my trades on the 4, and then executing. But that's just my style. I've got guys that use a 30-second chart. I got guys that use 10-minute charts. So it really depends on the individual trader. All right, it's a little bit quiet. I'm not away from my desk. I'm just sitting here watching this and just watching noise. Okay. There is no trade setup right now, really. It's just there's no trade setup. So what are you guys doing this weekend? Are you going to stay home and fine-tune your strategy with the CYMO Pro? What are you planning to do? This weekend I've got groceries I got to do this weekend. I got a programming project that it's a pet project that I've been working on that I am finalizing, and I'll probably be doing a few other things. I got some reading I got to get done. I've got a good book that I am reading, so I'm going to catch up on some reading. I got to do some coding this weekend for something else that I'm working on. And then I got groceries I got to do because right now I'm depleted with everything. I don't have any groceries in my shelves. And I got to go get I might go get the oil changed in my car as well. So I have someone else who's taking a baking class and then getting together with the girls. I'm reading a great book also. Oh, great. What book are you reading? Please do share, because I'm all into books. Johnny, he's going to be doing yard work. All right. To get the book, the latest book, you could just go to the link in my bio, click on CYMO indicators, and when you land on the page, you'll get a little slider, and you can just download it from there. If you want to get Mind Over Market, there's a link in my bio as well, and that'll take you straight to Amazon. The other one, How to Lose Money Trading, it's a free ebook I created. There's no fee for that. You can just download it and read it. Vivian is reading a book called A Block in Time. It's about the 825 block in New York City from the Ice Age to current. Wow. That sounds really cool. A Block in Time. Just made a note of it right here because I will look that up on Amazon this weekend. Let me see that huge book. What's the name of that huge book right there? The one I'm reading? No, the other one. Yeah, this bad boy right here. I'm currently reading a book called The Laws of Human Nature that was written by a guy named Robert Greene, and it's a thick encyclopedia style book. Definitely worth reading. Guys, this thing just came all the way down to the 480 level. Wow. Pretty amazing. Look at that. Did the about face, and now it's just rolling down. And this bad boy is probably going to roll down all the way till cycle gets to the bottom. Whew, look at that. Look at that, guys. You just saw that right there. Yeah, momentum is still cruising along, the negative 90 level right here. You had cycle just turn over right there, and look at that. Down you go right there. And this is going to continue all the way till cycle hits the bottom or intersects with momentum right there. So this is going to be a doozy right here. Wow, look at that. Yeah, talk about a drop. And it's still going. And let's see this bad boy come all the way down to the bottom. Wow, this is exactly what I'm telling you guys right here. Look at this. You had a little reversal right here on the 4 minute to the upside right there, okay? And all of a sudden, cycle just turned down right here at this bar. Look at that. Turned down from the peak right there. And now everything is going down. Wow, guys, that's pretty cool to watch on a Friday afternoon. This thing did hit the 480 marker, and now it's at the 478 marker on the Qs. And it actually went below the 479 marker as well on the Qs. And the next stop is 477.09 if it even reaches that level on the Qs. So yeah, this has been a significant drop. Yeah, a nice drop right there. Yeah, it did. It did right there. Right when it kinked, which was right at this bar right here, right when it fell from that top right there, it just like, boom, it came down. What was interesting is in the comments I made earlier, I told you guys, yes, this is kind of sandwiched in between the 481.61 level, which is the spot price on the Qs, and the 480 level on the Qs. And right below that 480 level, there was another level at 479. And so that 479 level on the Qs is also important. That was the, hang on, let me look here. That was the high volume level of the open interest options for today. That's what that was. And that's where price actually kind of stopped right there right now. Now there's another level below that. Let me just go back here and look. There is another level below that, and that is 477.09, and that is supposed to be the 1 day expected minimum move based on 0 day to expiration option open interest. Okay? If it goes down to that level, guys, that's going to be pretty cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the likes very, very much. Wow, we're up to like 3,000 likes. This is like, I think, the most I've ever had on a day trading session here on TikTok, which is nice. Thank you very much. Wow, this must have been some type of news event or something, because, boy, this thing dropped. It dropped, and it dropped hard. Yeah, it's right here on the screen. I don't know if you can see it. I'll just scoot it down a little bit. You know what? This is not a 15-minute time frame. I don't know why that says 15 minute. That's supposed to be 4 minute right there. Yeah, you're looking at a chart of the Nasdaq 100 futures on a 4 minute time frame. You know, I'm sorry. If I left that at 15 minutes, that was my bad. That was 4 minutes. Just a typo right there. And wow, look at that. Right back to the 480 level, and here we are. Yeah, so what we're looking at is just a drawdown that happened right now on the 4-minute time frame. You had cycle going up. It topped off right here, started to come down, and we've got momentum sunk way here at the bottom. And boom, price just came down. Looks like a news event, guys. Looks like a news event. Typically in the afternoon on a Friday at 3:30 in the afternoon, to get that type of drop, guys, likely a news event of something that came out. And again, this underscores the reason why I don't like trading after 3:30 in the afternoon, because you have these type of goofy news events that happen all the time between 3:30 and the close. Wow, that must have been. Can someone look that up and find out what happened? This went all the way past the 480 marker again. This is pretty amazing, guys. It came down. It hit the high volume level at 479 for option open interest, and it just bounced all the way back to the 480 level, which is pretty impressive. Looks like market, yeah, it looks like something's going on. I'm not sure right now what website would actually have information on these type of. Normally, you'll get the news like posted 15-20 minutes later, and I don't have a news feed here to have seen what happened right now. I didn't foresee any news scheduled for this afternoon to be released at 3:30 when this happened. So I wouldn't know where to look right now at this time for news, because typically it'll get posted afterwards, right? Let's see, I've got a question here that says, so the purple line on the bottom called the neckline, okay. Yeah, briefing one, the one that you read already in the morning, is probably the best news source that I have found from all the news sources available to make heads or tails of what's going on with the market. But to report what actually happened, like on this bar right here, I don't have a news source for that. Yeah. So no, the you've got a reference line here, you've got a reference line here. The purple line right here is just the zero line. That's all it is. It's just a zero crossing. That's all that purple line is right there. The yellow line, which is over here, represents the momentum component of price. The blue line represents the cyclic component of the price spectrum right here. Okay, there are two indicators in one. What I would recommend you do, Keith, is go to the link in my bio, and right there you'll see something called CYMO School. And CYMO School has a collection of videos that help you make heads or tails of how to interpret both the momentum and the cyan line. And you can watch them at your pace and try to make heads or tails of what you're looking at here on the live stream. That's probably the best way to do it, because you can do it at your pace and replay the videos. And I've got a whole collection of them there that show high probability setups. And I definitely encourage you to watch them. It's called CYMO School. It's on the link in my bio. Wow, and this thing looks like it just went all the way very close to the spot price. So let me, I will see, guys, let me see if I can get a copy of this that I can potentially share with you. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I could get the chart. Dang it! It won't let me. It won't let me. Yeah, it won't let me paste it there. Yeah, that trade right there, dud. Okay. Alrighty, here you go. Let me see if I could just scoot this a little bit closer for you guys to see right there. Okay. And I might have to shrink it down so you guys could see right there. Okay. There you go. There's your 7-minute chart of the Qs right there. And you will notice that this reference point right here in price, okay, that's your spot price right there, okay? Here you had the high volume level, okay, for today's 0 day to expiration options. And right here you had some type of call wall support right here. So then what happened is price came down right there. Look at that. And then just slinkied up because you had a lot of high volume that took place on this option strike price at 479 right there. That's the 479 strike price in the Qs. Okay, and this is what I was looking at right now when price was going down. I kept telling you guys, price is sandwiched in between 481 and 480, right? And it was just right here. It was doing nothing. Okay, then all of a sudden it came down to the 480 mark, and then it just dropped all the way to the high volume level. That was at the 479 price, and it just slinkied up right there. Look at that. Okay, so I will make these levels based on gamma expiration, 0 day to expiration options available to you on the Discord channel beginning on Monday. You just need to plot them on a chart for the Qs to make sense of what you're looking at right here. Okay? And so hopefully this will help someone who wants to see these important levels. Okay? So I'll go ahead and get rid of this right now. And I'll put back my charts on the screen here, which is what we're looking at today. Now, here's a thought. If you want granularity, if you want real granularity, you know, if you're looking for a way to have gotten out of this potential drop right here, there's another chart form that you can actually use, and it's called a 500 tick chart. Okay, you use a 500 tick chart, you can put the CYMO Pro indicator on it, and you will see that this just bangs it out right there, really super nice. I don't know if I can make one right now, but let's see if I could somehow illustrate that to you. So just give me a second because I'm pulling up the tick chart here on my screen. All right, this is a 500 tick chart of the Nasdaq 100 futures that we're trading right now. Okay, and there's the fall. Okay, guys, this is the fall right here that we just saw right now. Coming all the way down, and it ended right here, and then it bounced up. Okay, so I guess the question is, how would this look like with the CYMO? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And we will go ahead and I don't know what the right setting is for this, okay, because I don't use a tick chart very often. And actually, let me clean this up for you. All right, there we go. This is a much cleaner chart. And I'll just stretch this bad boy all the way up so you can see it right there. Okay. This is with the setting of 13. This is, if you ever get one of those, and this is, you know, something that you can experiment with, okay? If you ever get one of these drawdowns where you see price moving really fast in one specific direction, okay, you can use a chart like this, a 500 tick chart, and here's where you get out of the trade, okay? This would have been your, this, you know what, let me fix it because it doesn't have the reference points, and I want to make sure that you guys could actually compare apples to apples. All right, hang on. And put that bad boy right there, and let's change the color. We want to make that red, and that's at 0.80. And do that at 0.90 right there. Right there. All right, good. All right, so let's go ahead and see how this trade shook out today, right now in the afternoon, and see if the CYMO Pro would have caught the bottom, the absolute bottom of this nasty little move that just happened right now. Okay, so here we go. You had a swing to the upside, which ended right there, which pretty much ends right at the beginning, the commencement of that down cycle. Then everything starts going down, 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 down. Right there, cycle doesn't swing all the way to the bottom. It actually swings up, okay? And it ends right at exactly at 331. Exactly at 331. That's when the first component of the cycle swing ended. But look what happened. You had momentum that had just dipped down into the highway. And what happens when we see that? You're going to get an acceleration in price. Price completely accelerated to the downside. And what do we know? We know that when price accelerates, you typically have two cyclic swings. Cyclic swing number one is right here. Price entered the highway. You look for your second cyclic swing right here. Boom, 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 boom. And this crossed over the zero line because this went flat right there. It crossed over the zero line right at 1533. Guys, if this isn't the bottom of this trade, I don't know what is. And I don't know if you're going to find another indicator that's going to nail that trade that you just saw right now in the 4-minute the way that I'm illustrating to you right now. You know, I haven't experimented with applying it on the tick chart, but I picked 13, you know, as the setting, and look, it worked. Okay, here's your first cyclic rotation to the downside, but noticing that price had gone into trend mode, you would have looked for the exit on the second rotation, which would have been right here. Bang, there you go. Okay, this is how you capture these type of moves to the downside right here. Okay, whenever you see this type of crazy move to the downside, just like, and you're going like, my goodness, this is moving fast. This could potentially, be a news item. This could potentially be something that I'm unaware that was going to happen today in the market, guys. You definitely are well advised to use a tick chart to manage your position. If you ended up taking a trade like this when cyan just kinked to the downside right there. So that'll help you fine tune your exits if you use a faster chart like this. Okay, and just like I showed you right now, guys, this bad boy, look at this, First cyclic swing right there. Okay? Right there. Nailed the first component of the downside. Price goes into trend mode. And this bad boy just continues coming down, 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 down. And you see this little hiccup right here to the upside? That's it. There's no more downside. And look what happens to price. It just goes up. Boom, 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 boom. And where does this end? Where it crosses, right there. That's the end. Okay? There you go. I just gave you an example of how to use a tick chart to manage your trades when you're in this type of environment right here. Okay? Very effective chart. Highly effective. Play around with it, guys. It's a 500 tick chart. Okay. Just one thing that's important. Okay. Let me just go back here, right here. If you're going to set the tick chart, guys, make sure you set the make sure you set this to 256, the max bars back, and make sure you give it at least 7 days worth of data, because the tick chart needs a little bit more data. 7 days worth of data on the tick chart, okay? And, wait a minute, it's almost the close of the market and we're getting another sell-off. Look at this. Coming down right there. Let's look at the tick chart to see where this is going to potentially end. Well, there you go. There's your market end right there. But your end was right here. Look, before everything went up on the tick chart. See, everything just like moves really super fast on a tick chart. But let's monitor your end right there, okay? First, this is at 3:58 p.m. First cyclic rotation to the downside right there. And as soon as you get the crossing, it ends. And you have momentum that's sunk. So you're going to look for the second cyclic rotation right there, which ended exactly at, I'll give it to you, 3:59 and 49 seconds. Wow, guys. Absolutely amazing. Okay, we've covered a lot today, from dissecting economic reports to tackling live market reactions. Remember, every day, every trading day offers lessons. Every market signal provides an opportunity to refine your approach. Sign up for the 7-day free trial of CYMO Pro to keep honing your skills, and don't forget to download my book, How to Lose Money Trading, for more insights. Thank you again for all the likes, the follows, and especially for your active engagement today. It really means the world to me. I'll be back Monday, ready to tackle another exciting day with you all. In the meantime, have a great weekend. Stay sharp and trade smart. We'll catch up again Monday. Take care, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.